Okay, another demo review coming at you. We have huNter here playing CT side Inferno in the match earlier today as part of the Blast Premier Spring Groups 2023. It was G2 versus NAVI. Yeah, let's just hop into it and see what huNter has for us on this CT side of Inferno as the lane player. So you have JKS playing Apps, Monacy playing Arch, and it looks like huxi is over here supporting with this A stack on pistol. The enemies are just going to walk B though, and looks like they're going to pop. Let's see what Niku can do. He's just periodically jiggling at peeking out. Honestly, it's not even a jiggle. He's peeking the kill. Oh, there's one. He gets dinked. All right. They are full flanking and retaking B like this. They smoke backhaul or coffin, and they just flood in. All of a sudden, they're on T side, trying to fight for site here. That's the best, isn't it? When you're on CT side, but you feel like you're on T. You're like, hey guys, we're B. Let's do a B execute. Alright, so huNter with the best A spawn, it looks like. Hold on, let's confirm that. Best A spawn. Do we have it? I think this is the second to best A spawn. Yeah, this is the second best A spawn. So second best A spawn, running mid, runs down mid. No one jumps Mexi. Oh, his teammates threw the awesome flash. I'll show you this flash. huxi throws the great flash. This is an awesome flash to throw for your teammates. It's like a T-stairs flash. So you throw it's like really deep, like off this wall. I think it actually bounced incorrectly. It's supposed to bounce off here and land here. So it blinds all of T-stairs. And then what they wanted to do was when he flashes, sorry for missing the round, but when he flashes, huNter's going to swing from bench. So see, huNter doesn't see him jump Mexi, so he's down here. Flash, peek, kills someone. Luckily, it's still blind simple, and they're like awesome. Electronic pops up Mexi. I would say he. I don't know. It's kind of a tough situation. Like once you're down here, I don't even know. Maybe you could keep pushing forward, or maybe your teammates could be giving you some different support. But for him, it was unfortunate. How do you mute enemy team? Whatever. I don't know. Forget the command. Anyways, let's go find huNter. Where is he? So that was a fun play from huNter, though. You know, second best A spawn, run down mid. You're playing like they have pistols. So this is something that we saw similar to the video before when we were watching lane. I think, who was it? Basically playing close mid, like what Monacy was doing, and playing for intel. We saw Stown playing in his game versus EG, and he did a very similar pattern where he kind of sits mid early. So the enemies haven't taken banana. We have full B control, so we have to know that they are either apps or they're about to come bracket and take bracket control, right? So huNter HE's mid, doesn't really do any much damage, and they're kind of doing a fallen back setup where they have JKS top balcony, kind of like playing like lane, the old twist spots. Enemies take bracket. Okay, this looks like a one-way. So he backs up into this corner. He's about to left click this. So Monacy's playing here, and huNter has a flash. So huNter could flash above library for him. I think they would hear from where he's standing, but just trying to figure out what their kind of protocol here is. This is a if they go CT. This is a we don't think they're going to go CT type of setup for A. And there's the flash. He smokes Moto because he really thinks that they're just getting ready to pinch site. Moto smokes good. Oh, he goes down to Dalmatian. Monacy goes big here. It's cool to see them all kind of just like chill. You know what I mean? Like they were probably just going to slow pinch site. So they're just like smoking off entrances, smoking off Moto, making it so the enemies can't just have like they have to go through smokes to find their timing is like what GT's trying to do there. So he plays towards B, throws Furious Smoke, throws two flashes, or just one flash actually, a 147 flash. They get the kill. He comes back. I guess they have info that they may still be in B. So they like triple nade. So they're like, all right, enemy's definitely not worth 3B. So he comes back and he kind of clears towards brackets. Meanwhile, you had Monacy was kind of playing under lane, and JKS is playing in a spot where he's able to trade him. Because let's say like Monacy gets contact here, and they start fighting him. JKS is able to, jump off this barrel and swing with him. Now they're kind of doing this this setup where Monacy's like kind of the bait, and huNter's like they're gonna see Monacy try to kill him, and huNter's gonna shoot the guy in the back. It's like their plan. And same thing, they're kind of playing for bracket here. So the enemies, he mollies mid, rotates B, rotates back to A. So they don't commit or anything. So he's like, all right, they could be walking up. So this is a situation I find myself in a lot, kind of playing around these angles. Like he jiggled Arch, so his teammates coming to pick it up, and since they have full B, they're like, dude, it has to be A. Like, there's no way it's not, right? So Nico finds one. They have the A stack going. G2 just have all the info they need. Playing it perfectly. huNter has second best spawn. Monacy goes for mid pick. Okay, so he's holding like the bottom mid swing, and huNter's getting aggressive in the alt mid here. Oh, he knows the timing, I guess. He knows the timing. They're flashing mid, fake like they're doing their default protocols. Meanwhile, JKS is playing solo, jiggling between lane and Balk, just because they could just walk out boiler at any minute and walk up lane, right? So JKS kind of has this like sick off angle. The cool thing about this is, I wish I could use my mouse, but right around here, like that bottom right of that wheelbarrow, or the haystack thing, they're gonna see, JKS would see their feet as they're like walking out, so that's why it's a really neat spot for him to be playing around there. Obviously, if they halls pop, he's gonna get blind and have to go anti-flash and then swing back out, and hopefully huNter would have time to rotate Moto. It's kind of like they're hoping that they don't halls pop, to tell you the truth, because otherwise JKS has to kind of make it happen in that scenario. There's no like crossfire or anything. So now they have just like a sight, mini pit, crossfire, very strong setup. So he goes anti-flash. Oh, I just messed that up. Sorry, I was trying to click between the two. Perfect timing, but alright, so again, we have our sight, mini pit setup. So this is a really good spot that he's playing. He's like playing off-angle pillar, where if you come up here, you wouldn't see him. So you only see him once you swing far enough. So they're able to find this first kill. Bit's just insane. Luckily, JKS is playing like an awesome angle, just like a headshot angle. I don't even know if Bit would be able to see him, depending on where JKS was standing down there. Alright. So things are looking good for G2 here. The teaser calling a bunch of timeouts. They're probably, sweating over there, thinking, dude, how do we turn this around? huNter has second best spawn for A, runs towards mid. He hasn't really done anything too crazy. So they throw G2 smoke or a variation of it. Oh my. Wow. They just run right into them. They have, what, 4A? Yeah. Let's see this. So huXi they all run up there. huXi comes here. This is just hilarious. Love to see it. I'm about to tell my team we should do this once in a while. I love just doing random aggressive stuff off spawn when it makes sense from the timing. Let's see the smoke Monacy throws. So this is a different G2 smoke. Okay, this is like the one that creates the one-way on the red side. I can show you the lineup for this. Shout out RSN. See, this creates like a nasty one-way on that side. But you can definitely have your team do this strat. And they're doing it when the enemies, it's like their anti-eco strat. They're like, dude, we could just run it down. Like, they have bad guns here. They don't have a lot of util. They're not going to be nade stacking mid. They're not going to be mollying window room this round. We could just run at them, have some fun, find the kills in the round immediately. I mean, it's probably a better idea than, hey, they're all going to buy a deagle and run around and try to one deagle across the map, So, let's always take the thought of it. This spot's really cool. I've seen this one in NAECL. Look at this. This spot that JKS is in is just sick. Like, no one's ever going to clear this, and you're just kind of chilling like no man's land. Even Simple doesn't clear it. That's how you know it's good. When Simple's not clearing something, you know it's good. I saw, I think on ATK, I saw Mistim play there one time, and I was like, wow, this spot is crazy. Like, no one will ever clear this. Alright, so again, it looks like huNter had the best B spawn, so let's confirm this. He is like an okay B spawn. This is like not the best B spawn in the world, but the best spawn on his team. Like, he didn't have the broken spawn or anything, so he drops his nades. So he's gonna just nade the run up with the best spawn and run away. He dropped his nades. Interesting. Alright, I like it. I like it, especially after a round like last round where they just like sent it and ran it down. Like, think about this from like a point of view of like changing the pace, right? Like last round they just ran it down, so now the T's are like, dude, they're gonna do it again, you know? No one's looking at him. This setup's sick. JCast through the one-way under lane. We're gonna have to break this down. All right. Let's see what they're doing here because I love this setup. So JCast is in the beginning of the round. He's throwing the nades for alt mid. So it looks like he threw an alternate molly actually, not the bedroom molly. So here's the setup they're doing. huNter is playing close right mid. This angle is just super strong. So he's going to throw the one way. So m0NESY's holding mid. JCast throws the one way. So he takes all the contact. So then huNter's able to just like C2 enemies. By extinguishing the Molotov, like they're going to look at the Molotov, you know? Like there's no way they don't. So like... it's just kind of rough for m0NESY. Oh, okay. Alright, whatever. I guess it's not that rough. You're just shooting people through the wall. So that's pretty sick. They get all the kills in bracket. See, I like that out of them. You know, this is like a bracket hold, right? So again, like the bracket hold was they kind of had m0NESY holding boiler, player under lane playing to smoke this Molotov, and someone close mid. Because think about it, like the default take on this map is to smoke. Like the default bracket take that everyone does, and you should do it, it's a good take, is the smoke arch, Molotov lane, and then throw like a pop flash right here, right? Or you throw the bank flash and you swing it off of like any part of the timing of the flash being in the air or after it pops or whatever you want. So doing that though, having a response to like, dude, if they are going to do that strat, we're just going to smoke the Molotov, throw the one way, right? Create that one way under lane. And then we have like our AWP was already here just in case they were going to do a contact, and this player is just kind of close mid. So they're really playing, like think about if they halls popped. Like if they halls popped in this scenario and two guys jumped out halls, or even off the bracket take they halls pop, they would have won the round. They would have just shot m0NESY in the back, and that would have been it. But maybe it's a read. Maybe they know how NAVI play. Maybe NAVI always like to take bracket first in the early part of the round. And don't just like immediately hop into a hall spot. I don't know. There's probably a lot of logic behind that, and you know sometimes maybe NAVI do take that early hall spot opportunity, but they were definitely playing like hall spot was not about to happen. So he just throws deep nades, and he has some good flashes for his team for above car. These flashes are perfect. They land in that tree, so you actually can't see it at all. I know Kerrigan throws similar flashes. Hooksy goes down. The enemies are... so goodbye NAVI. They were just playing to, like, once they flash, we're going to flash and, like, go and peek them. And they probably know off that there's 3B. So now huNter is just playing to come back to A because he's like, well, if they think that there's 2 still B, they're going to think we keep 2B because they know we have car. So now huNter's back on A because he's meta. Basic cheat is rotate. Simple finds him. Dang. Simple's just holding. He knows. Now they have info another player under lane. So if there's one under lane, no one's watching abs, right? Alright, this is going to be a rough round. Okay, or JKS. Or JKS just goes big. Alright, let's see the Nico retake. What's he do here? Alright, I guess you just don't retake against Simple. That's what we learned. Alright, next round, let's go. Another timeout. Okay, the CT's this time. Now they're thinking. They're like, hey, like we need to close this match. What do we do? We have a force. We have a off saved from last round. Let's do something fun, right? Gonna double walk down halls. Ouch. huNter just crouched in bedroom, chilling with the 5-7. Dalmatian just holding for huNter to peek. Alright, perfect. Navi won that round. Nothing crazy happened. huNter is... What is he doing? huNter starts the round. He's playing Speedway. Alright. He's playing... He thinks they're going to do something fast and he wants to be a fast rotate? Yeah, that is what he's doing. Okay, so his teammates were playing to fight B, from what I understand. So he was like, well, if you guys are going to play to fight car, I'm going to play Speedway so I can get on the site if you guys both go down. And let's just see what they did, because I'm sure it was like overly aggressive if he's playing like this, right? Like he's like the insurance. Like he has, from that position he was playing, he has enough time to... Like this could have been Hooks, he just been like, dude, I think it's good. Oh. See Nico's point of view. I want to see if he probably counter flashes if I had to guess. He just got Nico aim. Nico versus Simple though. What do you, I guess you just don't peek. You don't hold against Simple. Anyways, so huNter's playing for insurance. I mean, that was a neat strat to see from G2. I haven't seen that play in a very long time, of having a CT start Speedway. I mean, honestly though, you can do it in pucks. It's like if you feel like your 2B player is going to die in 10 seconds, like starting Speedway as the A, like the rotating rifle at A, is like not a bad idea if you're like the third B guy. And I'm not saying do that every round, I'm saying mix it in, you know? Like if your teammates are playing aggro and it seems like the T's are defaulting B a lot, you may be like, all right, hey, like it makes sense for either me to 3B start, or it makes sense for me to like kind of play Speedway, so that way if they do go away, I'm still able to like get back to site and pick up Arch while my Arch player helps lane, that type of situation. Okay, I'm sure he goes anti-flash, right? Yeah. Oh. Aha. Dude, Electronic is so good. I actually never know how to perfectly spam this, so let's see how Electronic does it. He runs in, blah, 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 goes over here. Alright, slow it down. Oh, he just spams the left side the whole time. I think if huNter jumped, he could have gotten away. He was just like continuing to spam. Anyways, sorry for fast forwarding, but can't spend forever. We're just here to see what happens at lane. I guess, but as the lane player, you're also the third B player. So he's been third B a lot. Also, these flashes are sick. Doing the crouch jump through the one there is definitely awesome. I just saw some weird like artifact in the wall. That's weird. But yeah, let's just witness this. I want to see what they did. How does G2 do their fast B take? You know, maybe tell my team like, hey, like let's do it this way. First player mollies Cubby, second player mollies Broom, and they molly down mid. This molly actually missed. They wanted to do, I'm pretty sure, this would have been like a molly like here, like this area. Actually, maybe it wasn't. Nah, because it kind of bounced off this and bounced backwards. So hard to tell. But they may have been trying to. Actually, I'm sure it's intentional. Actually, it's got to be intentional, right? There's no way you're on G2 and messing up your molly. Yeah, I'm sure Nico's trying to... Yeah, he's full mollying Broom. So they're mollying out Broom and Cubby and also down here, and then they're flashing if anyone's standing in this middle ground. So in that way, no one can be anti-flash from where the flashes can pop. Like, they have to be either behind the mollies or in front of the mollies getting blind. So... That's pretty sick. So Nico throws a Molotov that bounces off this like frame, the inner frame of the door right here, and that gets all broom. Gonna have to learn that one. All right. Let's see what our boy huNter does on A to finish this up. So after he flashed B a bunch of times, he smoked arch, rotates towards site. He throws a molly lane, finds the apps frag, and dies to a player under lane. I'm sure Monacy goes big. I'm pretty sure this is last round. He just turns around, dude. Oh, no, Simple finds him. Does Hooksy go big here? Nah, surely not. Surely Hooksy does not find Simple and Dalmatian. Oh, he heard the op. How do you kill Simple? That's what I want. No way, right? Yeah, no way. Oh wait, this match goes OT. Wow. I'm pretty sure, right? Alright, so what are they doing here? JKS is just, they're doing like man down on their, one of their B players died early, so the AWPer rotates towards B. They're hoping that they go B here. huNter's just kind of jiggling mid. Eventually he smokes mid and he's just holding lane from, holding boiler from this spot. And then JKS is playing apps and periodically jiggling lane. So they just overrun B and it's looking like a save. So huNter, being a 3B player again, comes towards B. He has the hero M4. Okay, so oh, look at this boost. This is great. That's fun. That is a good time. Oh, and Nico's there to bait too. See, Nico just naded from the bottom of corner, so they're like, they calmed that he's like playing the bottom of corner, which could mean a certain setup. They smoked front sight. I don't know. The T's they may be smelling this one because they know what the money situation is. Like it's pro level Counterstrike. I don't know though. Oh no! Oh, he jumps away in Molotovs. Oh, and they come CT. That was actually spectacular though. Imagine if they weren't splitting CT. I mean, great by NAVI to just pull off this 20-second round, 20 seconds left in the round B split. But seriously though, getting a kill, jumping off, spiking the Molotov, falling first, and having time to reposition. Like if he fell out here, then just actually swung because if he was expecting the CT, it was kind of like so close to picture perfect. It's really good Counterstrike out of huNter. All right, what did he do here? Sorry, I had to look at my phone real quick. Runs towards B, drops smoke Molotov, go towards A. Picks up arch. Alright, so here's another like bracket hold for you. So you have like one guy on B that's going to do car retake nades while they hold bracket. So they have one guy jiggling bracket. huNter's kind of like semi anti-flash. He's ready to go anti-flash at any second. JKS is just up top. Monacy's holding mid and boiler. He's going to flick the boiler player if they peek him. Things are looking good for them. And JKS is also able to peek the boiler player. See, they hear a nade queue. They both go anti-flash. They were expecting maybe a pop. Hooksy with the HG. Do some chip damage. Make those M4 kills a little bit easier. Again, just reiterating again, you know, if you can get an HG that even does like 15 damage, huNter. If you at least do like 15 damage to someone and you make it so your first headshot is gonna kill them, that is just like ideal for CT side, right? Because you have the gun disadvantage with the M4. At least in a dry fight. No chip damage. He did hit him in the head though. That's what I'm saying. I guess they had a lack of info, right? They like the enemies threw bracket nades and didn't do anything, and they were like, dude, they're not coming bracket. Like we're all here. We know they're not in bracket. So then he just was like, all right, well let's peek mid, see if we can get this kill because they're probably grouping B right now. Nico just ate so many flashes. He was just like really hoping that they weren't going to flash him 3 times. Oh, first round of OT, they molly end of halls by mollying on top of lane. They do this crazy moves that I've never seen. What is this? What is this, dude? These guys are crazy. Oh my god, I kind of want to see this from Bit's point of view because he was like, what is that? What are those? Like, what? Let's just actually see what it looks like because I've never seen this. This is just... Is it good? I guess it's good. I guess you would never put your crosshair that high, so you have to flick up is the idea. But yeah, and then this player is probably just like holding this. See, if they silent boosted, they would have been able to walk in here and clear them out if they're both looking this way. But this guy could have just been holding here, you know? It's honestly a good spot to just crouch and hold. Let's see. Molly lane, deter them, or slow them down. Enemies are making footsteps in bracket. We still haven't seen the one way he wanted to use. Alright, this is a common situation I find myself on it. This is like finally a round where huNter, the lane player, is actually playing sight. Oh, the bit flash. Flashing back here from apps wins them the round. Because this player just gets full blind from that corner flash. Awesome flash. These rounds last so long. I think it's not, you know, it's Navi's playstyle. They always just play such proper CS. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. They basically just like try to get the enemies that have the least amount of util as possible, while incorporating like simple go for picks and stuff. So they get the early pick. Modesty gets the pick back. 4v4 situation. They're about to get Hells Pop though. Let's see how they're holding this site. Oh, dude. Like, they heard them go spawn, like. So huNter's jiggling here, he gets info. Oh, it's 25. See, now that's the problem with playing like Navi's speed, is that if they do save their smokes and don't throw anti-rush, basically like the whole thing is like, I would say in NA it's really good to, he's gonna die. Oh, or not. Wow, that was a sick shot. He knows this guy's low because his teammate told him. In NA CS, honestly, like at least at the level I play, everyone plays so fast, so it's like actually always in your interest to throw anti-rush protocol nades. Like you should just expect that they are taking the early timings and not like being patient. But as you can see here, it's oh wow, sick shot by Simple. You know, they're really like draining the clock. They're draining util across the map. Like everyone's trying to hold on to their utility in this match, like because it's just so important. Like we saw, like when they made contact CT, they were able to smoke them off. Like it kind of denies that B split, and then you know they went and did the A split, but Navi basically flash out guy apps, and then this baits out 2 smokes. You know, they bait out the lane smoke, they bait out the big pit smoke, and then they do this like CT fake, and then they let these smokes fade, and then they come and take it when the CTs don't have any nades left on it. And they know how many smokes are left. You can only buy 5 smokes, right? So they know like, hey, like we already threw. They definitely have 1 smoke left on B, unless they dropped it really early for whatever reason. And they knew that they had already used 2 smokes on A. So like, hey, if we go A, they're not going to have smokes for counter util. Like there's not going to be a big pit one way. There's not going to be a second lane smoke. There's not going to be a site one way, you know, like, so, yeah, I don't know, just stuff to think about. I mean, I think, like, their approach is very sound, but it's, like, it requires your team to, everyone has to play like that, where you're not just, like, ooh. Look at this reaction. Oh no. That could have been it. Alright, so huNter's on the flank here. Oh, he like just caught him. Oh, huNter, you could use a better Molotov than that, brother. Works out though. Wait, he gets 3K? I was so busy looking at the util, I didn't even realize. So he jiggles the guy. He actually got infos there, and then he's like, I know where you're at. Finds one. Flicks the second guy. Oh, and the molly gets electronic. That's actually hilarious that... Did he throw this molly to burn second orange? Because maybe that's his plan. Is like, electronic thinks that he's going to be able to go second orange. And then the Molotov spreads there. Okay. Maybe this is meta, because, like, if he's not... If electronic's not going to say, like, yo, I bet they are throwing a crap molly that, like, doesn't actually burn back new, then, if he goes second orange, because, you know, where else is he going to go? If he swings back fountain, he's kind of exposed to CT. It's kind of crazy by huNter to molly like that, where it burns second. So, kind of insane. Alright, we're not focused on T side, so let's get through here. Alright. So, look at this. G2 huNter throwing the G2 smoke. Oh wait, they're throwing the one-way now. Okay. Seems like they're consistently... G2 are no longer throwing the original G2 smoke. They're now throwing the one-way smoke. Maybe they're just changing it up, you know? Everyone figured out that G2 always throws the G2 smoke. And by G2 smoke, I mean about hugging this back bench here and then aiming at the top right of that square over there. So like, let's talk about A real quick. Like, what are they doing, right? Like, they smoked mid. JKS is playing Balk, so if the halls pop, he's honestly in a hard spot to flash, and if they do flash, he can go anti for a second. And it's also like if they come up lane, he's just like in this weird off angle. And huNter is just recycling smoke to Arch. I have to go deathmatch soon. To get contact on B. He just saw his gun. Yeah, I know Twists, when he used to be on Liquid, play that same angle all the time. So, you know, I'm not saying where JKS got it from, but GG. Great performance out of huNter. You know, honestly, in recap, what we saw a lot of the time was that he was going, he's going B a lot, and he kind of has some like good help at B. And then when he rotates back to A, we only really saw him doing site fights a couple times. They did do those bracket holds that were really nice. So it kind of seems like it's almost like we see huNter playing Arch a lot, kind of that close right mid angle is really nice, and when he's playing there, you know, he has support from his teammate under bracket and an upper lane, or just, you know, an upper lane and or a teammate boosted on lane 2. You know, there's a bunch of different setups you can do around there, but if you're playing in bracket, always make sure that your teammates are there with you. You don't want to die in bracket by yourself, because otherwise you're just giving the enemies an opportunity to win. Anyways, I hope that was helpful. So again, that was G2 versus NAVI from earlier today. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.